Hey everybody, Motorpoet 59 here. I didn't watch the presidential debate the other night. I didn't watch the first debate. I just watched highlights from it. And I probably got more out of just watching the highlights than had I watched the whole thing. If I'd have watched the whole thing, I'm sure that I would have gotten annoyed and lost my ability to focus on the issues. As far as I can tell, it went better than the last one, and the moderator seemed to do a good job. My point of this piece is some of the things I saw people saying on Facebook, and I don't have Twitter. I've never been a Twitter person, but on Facebook, and I have a couple of websites that I go to as well, political websites, and it amazes me the things that the Democrats hear as opposed to what was actually said. And I'm not going to get into all of them, but one of them, what President Trump talked about, was the people, the coyotes, people dealing in human smuggling, children coming across the border with people who aren't their parents, and those people are just using the kids and then abandoning the kids once they get here. And this has been going on for a while, and it's become evident over time that this is planned. These families from the Central American countries and from Mexico send their kids knowingly with sometimes complete strangers just to do that so their kids can get into America. And Trump commented on that. And what the Democrats heard was that Trump incarcerated all these families and broke them up once they got here, and now they can't find their parents. And I read some of the things that these people say. A couple of the funny things that I saw, there were some pretty funny quotes that people made that I read. And one of them, I don't remember the gal's name, and she said, "Did I just hear them say that a coyote dragged a whole human across the border?" Like they were literally, it was like she thought Trump was literally talking about coyotes dragging kids across the border. Some people just don't deserve to have a platform of any kind. They're just too stupid. These people claim to be politically aware, and they don't even know what's going on in the world around them. And it's funny, sad, and dangerous all at the same time. But there were a lot of other ones too that were along those lines, just sad comedy and a sad commentary on the state of the Democrat Party right now. From what I could see, and from what they're saying in polls, Biden has lost his lead. I don't pay much attention to polls because they're usually wrong, and I am optimistic for Donald Trump's chances, but who knows, man? There are still a lot of people to vote, and there's still a lot of stupid people in the United States who don't know what they're talking about, are being fed this stuff by the mainstream media rather than formulating their own opinions. And what's funny is people like that will they'll actually watch the debate, and they'll come away with nothing that was really said. They come away with what they heard. So that's why I say that I believe debates are pointless now, with the exception probably of 2 or 3% of Americans. Everybody else has made the decision on who they were going to vote for, or whether, a lot of people aren't going to vote for one of the presidential candidates at all. But it's sad that people will not get, especially liberals and especially young liberals. I don't know, they're all doing it. Over the last 20 years, it's become commonplace for them to take away what they hear. And then people like me, I got into a debate with these people in one thread. They were one of the people saying, "Oh, he separated all these people. They can't find their parents." Actually, they have found a lot of the parents of these children in their home countries, and those parents don't want to come up here and get their kids. They want their kids to stay here because they have, not because they hate their kids, but they think they'll have a better life here, which they will. But it's not legal, and it shouldn't be allowed. These, but what are we going to do? Take these kids down to their house and shove them through the window? And they get stuck here in situations like that, and that gives the Democrats fodder for their arguments, which don't make sense in any way, shape, or form, except to them. And I tell these people, I'm not here to change your mind about Trump. I'm just here to point out the facts. This is what was said, and this is what you heard. And they're two different things. So, I don't know. What do you think? You think that the debate was good? Do you think that in this day and age that the debates are even necessary? What do you think about the difference between what people hear and what was actually said? Let me know in the comments below. Shoot me an email at motopoet59@gmail.com. Like, share, subscribe, click on the bell if you want to be notified of future content. I'll see you all later.